Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. And we are very close to the next subscriber giveaway, only 5 subs to go. So if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you are subscribed, give it a like, maybe a share, get us to that next giveaway, and get yourself some free stuff, or at least a chance to get some free stuff. And who doesn't like free stuff? Got 10 orders going out today, plus a pending sale, so not a sale, won't count it. I actually hope it doesn't sell, because it's an electronic that is very cheap, so it's a lot of work for very little money. I would rather at this point not sell it, maybe get $5 in a garage sale for it. I've mentioned a few times, I'm basically out on electronics unless they are high end. $75 to $100 plus. So 75 would be, you know, it's going to be the $100 plus items. And then if it's on sale and it ends up $75, that kind of thing. But the one that sold is a dual cassette player for like $35 plus ship. And most people would say, yeah, that's fine. But that's just not how I like to do my business. So I actually hope it doesn't sell. Just kidding. Money's great. First thing going out, C4 is a set of Mattel Uno anniversary editions. Over my filming break, C4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I was going to say, those are not it. I did sell... Ooh. Breaking stuff over here. I sold 2 sets of these to the same buyer, so I gave them a pretty good deal on them. I don't remember exactly how much, but either way, I got these in Mikhail mystery box, so less than $1 a piece for those. And for the set, $10.99 free shipping. Actually, bundling them together for the first time kind of bit me in the butt, because normally free shippers bundle them together. I save money, therefore make more money. But bundling them together bumped it up to priority, and it was across country, so it actually ended up not so great. But either way, it was profits. I'll take it. Next up, this one is through the global shipping program, so let's see where that's going. And I'll grab it while that loads. A3 is a Dell Active Stylus. I had a couple of these from Mikhail mystery boxes, and they are what they say. They are styluses. How do you pluralize stylus? And these are going to Slovakia. That's a first. A first, at least, since I started checking. Pretty sure it was Ron Lowry who pointed me in the direction on how to look and see where something's going through international shipping. So if that was you, Ron, thank you again. I love it. If it wasn't Ron, thank you to whoever it was, and I'm sorry that I'm misremembering, but I think it was. If it wasn't, correct me. I love being corrected. That's why I have a girlfriend. I got jokes today. But for that stylus, $27.92 free shipping. Of course, they paid some amount to eBay. And I think it was 3 of those. It was a multi-quantity listing. Really great. I am today... It'll probably have already come out. The video will already come out. But today, because whatever. Telling you about my day. I'm going to open at least one of my Mikhail mystery boxes. I think that's going to be fun for me. And kind of rejuvenate my willingness to list things. I really fallen in love with listing the books, and I've ran out of books. Sourcing around me is non-existent. There is no sourcing. I could go to Goodwill, waste an hour, maybe find, $20, $25 in profits. Salvation Army is hit or miss. Some days it's good, some days it's not. But it's the time. It just doesn't add up. I just bide my time until garage sale season, which I get so jealous. I watch other videos like Shed Flips. They're in Louisiana, and garage sale season for them started 3 weeks ago. Garage sale season for me is still 3 months away. I'm jealous. Next up, A5 is a vintage Sony microphone. A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. A5. I'm over that C5. What am I doing? It's this one right here. I'm hemming and hawing and grumbling, and I just needed to look in the place I actually said. It is like I said, a vintage Sony microphone. I don't know why anybody would desire a very outdated microphone, but either way, $14 free shipping. That also was in a Mikhail mystery box. I mean, geez, is there anything today that wasn't? Yeah, actually everything after this next one. C5B3 is a Kemper original. C5B3. Sticking out like I put it there, staged it or something. But this wig right here, I will double check, but it is a Lizzie 1213 blonde. I got $12.44 free shipping from a Mikhail mystery box. That one was not a mystery. He said, hey, I have a tote full of wigs. Would you like it? Yes, I would. And anybody fairly new, you'll know I sell a lot of wigs. That's not something I'm like outsourcing. I came across, through my friend Mikhail, a tote full of wigs. I had bought some previously this last summer at a garage sale, and that's how I learned that they had a value. He saw that in a video, said, I got a tote of these sitting around. I'm never going to list them. I will actually link that video at the end of this one, because the amount of money it was actually worth, shocking. Shocking. To everyone involved, all parties involved, shocking. Next up, couple of games. Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360, and it's Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed Ezio Trilogy. I used to play all of these. I would buy them as soon as they came out, but they became very repetitive, and they seem to have no desire to fix that. The beginning, the plot, it was supposed to be... There was supposed to be a present time plot and a past plot that were connected. They never developed the present time plot, so there was never going to be an end to the story. It was just a money grab after about the fourth one. I said never again. $16.59 free shipping for those. And even the movie, colossal disappointment, because instead of developing an actual story, it was a money grab. I was very sad about it because I love them. Love them. The first one was so good. It was a ripoff of Prince of Persia as far as gameplay, but the storyline had much greater possibilities. They just let it flop. Next up, D3. I doubt that's actually on D3, but it's a pair of New Balance 619. Probably on the shoe rack if I had to guess. Maybe not. D3. I guess trust the system until it's not working, but I do not see them on D3. So, yeah, D3 is not where they're at. 619's right here. I picked these up at my local Goodwill. Shoes I could still source at Goodwill, but I'm either gonna walk in there and I'm gonna get 3 pairs, or I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna get 0. So it's a time thing if I happen to be at the store, but these super clean. I probably paid $4.99. I might have paid all the way up to, sometimes they'll be $6.99, but either way, for a clean pair of shoes like that I knew was a in-demand shoe, I countered an offer, $26.39 plus shipping. Next up, B2 is a Paragon Home Sweet Home. It's like a stitching, cross stitch. What do they call this? Candlewick plus needlework. That's what I was trying to say. Needlework right here. Home Sweet Home. It's got 2 pictures, but it's this one on top. I will pick these up all the time now. I came across some at a garage sale 2 summers ago. Whole bunch of them. 30 of them or something. Got some in a Mikhail mystery box. And I used to call it casserole country because I would always find Pyrex and Corningware, but I live in middle America, casserole country. Something like this pops up every summer, garage sales. I can find those forever. $24.89 free shipping for that one because they're great. You can't hurt them. I mean, I'm just gonna put this in a poly bag. There is a piece of cardboard in here, but that's just for display purposes. It's just a piece of fabric and some string. Can't hurt it. Next up, C5A14 is a global dial. C5A14. 14 right here. And this one is a Haiku 1314 black, and I got $9.12 free shipping for that. I've noticed, and it's probably because the market for that, the market when these were created, or and I'm not saying specifically that one, or maybe the companies when they were created. I don't know if there's still doll wig companies around, but some of the names of them, a little racist. Just a little racist, because they want to get across the point of what the wig is going to represent, you know, which culture or something like that. So you kind of got to get to the point, but at the same time, if it was a company right now, I don't think they'd get away with it. Either way, it's just something of note. Doesn't really matter, but something of note. Next up, very old item. C1A is a green 2-zipper fanny pack, and this is, I'm talking, you know, first couple months of being a reseller item. This one goes way, way back. I actually bought a camera that was in it. I bought it for the camera, and I said, oh, I guess I'll list it. Why not? And that's one of those things where all those why nots, you do have to be aware that why not could also mean 3 to 5 years later is when it will sell. But I've actually pulled this out of the store twice, not unlisted it, but just pulled it out twice for Spirit Week days, where I think one was dress like you're on vacation, or dress like a vacationer or something like that, or it was probably dress like a fudgy day. That's what they call people who vacation in my area. They call them fudgies, because the town next to me is worldwide known, and the island across the water from it, world renowned for its fudge. So when people come here, tourists come here, we call them fudgies. So that's probably what it was. But twice I've pulled this out for a Spirit Week day, and then it sends back. Yeah, I got a, you know, my oldest, she asked, do we have a fanny pack I could use? Sure, I got one in the store. It's not going to sell. Why not? But there it goes. $12.44 free shipping. Time always wins. And then last item going out, sent out a significant offer, but I knew I was going to have to eventually if it didn't sell right away. A6. It's very cool. 1986. Oop, I'll need a step stool. 1986 Hasbro G.I. Joe Cobra Raven Jet. And it's not complete, but it is more complete than a lot of them. You got your guy up front here. The landing gear is intact. This right here, it's like the, what do they call that? Not the cockpit. The cockpit comes out, so that most of them don't have that. A lot of them, you know, they'll be missing this, but there's supposed to be some turrets that are attached up here. There's a couple other pieces. There's a piece, I think a turret that actually goes up here to make it complete. And then you're talking in the $100 plus range. And I had it listed $74.99 plus ship. Because the size of it, it doesn't weigh anything. This might weigh, I don't know, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Yeah, something like that. But because it's oversized, you can't send it priority. And FedEx was still, it seems very expensive. I'll probably make a couple bucks on it. But I had somebody make me an offer of like $15. It said the shipping on this is $75. Well, I can't pay more than this. I said, well, then it's not for you. Clearly you live in California or Washington or something where it's very far away. I can't help that. But then someone who I think it was Ohio, so very close. Now the shipping is reasonable because it's closer. I can't help that. Sorry. Live closer. I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't going to come down that far, but I ended up taking an offer. No, I sent out an offer, $54.99 plus shipping. I actually paid up for it. Get real, Drew. I paid $5 for it. And the reason I even paid that much, because I could have said it was at a garage sale where it was a family run estate sale type of thing. And so they were just like, when you pick something up, make an offer on everything. So I could have said $1, but I knew it was worth a certain amount of money, and I knew the people who were at the house. So I was like, all right, $5. That was as high as I could go, because it is what it is. You know, I got to pay fees on all this. I don't got to explain that to you. You're all aware of it. So I got one more order came in. I figured I'd turn the camera on and actually get that one out. Then I don't have to ship anything tomorrow. I can, if anything sells, I can wait till Monday to ship everything. Actually, I don't even have to ship this one, but here I am. A3, it's unsinkable floating golf balls. I think I paid a couple bucks for these. It might have been $1, but it was at a garage sale, so I'm guessing a couple dollars. And I got $11.89 plus shipping on those. But I wanted to reinforce, because I mention it often, that I'm out on big items. The hassle, the time, the effort, the supplies you have to keep around. Yes, if I had nothing else to sell, I would still do it. If it presents itself, I'll probably still do it, but I'm trying to stay away from it as much as possible. Reason being, the G.I. Joe Jet is in this box right here. I am supremely confident in my abilities to create a box, to Frankenbox, to make something shippable that's not easily shippable. Because, see, this box is supposed to be the other way. This is the flaps for the top, this is the flaps for the bottom. The box is only about this wide, but I had no other box that would fit in, so I turned the box, I resized it on both sides with tabs. I mean, my ability to do this is, I would say, up there with the best of them. That used to be most of my content, was how to do things like this. Now I mostly just tell people don't do things like this. Know how to do it, I guess, but I mean, I've got plenty of those videos. Search the backlog. I'm already adding 2 videos at the end of this one. That's all you can do. But I have plenty of videos. If you need to make something like this, I have videos on those. There's actually, I have playlists on my YouTube channel in the how-to section that show you many ways to Frankenbox and make boxes. But the time it took me to do this was almost double the time it took me to pack every other order. So I packed 9 orders in half the time it took me to pack this one. So I don't care if I had to sell another 4 or 5 items at $10 to equal the money I make on this. It's still less time and effort and energy and storage and all the other boxes. Because I do get a lot of pushback on that. Where that's, you know, everyone's welcome to run their business however you want. But for me, I have limited time. I have other hobbies. I have other goals. I have other avenues of money that I'm trying to build and trying to increase my revenue streams so that I have multiple. So I do have true passive income. All these things, they take time, they take effort. So that extra time matters a lot. I should have been eating lunch, but instead I was making this box. So just food for thought. Run your business however you want, but take it from someone who used to think it didn't matter as long as the money's there. That's not true. The money has to be up there, or you just have to have an unlimited supply of boxes and sizes of boxes and unlimited storage, which I don't have that, and I don't think most do. All right, so just got a message about the Uno cards. They requested that I cancel the order. So that is what it is. I don't bother myself, concern myself, worry about things like that. I cancel the order. I move on with my day. It's part of doing business. They said it looks like it hasn't shipped yet. I'm literally shipping it right now. It's well within the window of time for me to ship it, but it says it was for a birthday gift, so they feel like it's not going to get there in time. That's all fine. You can do that. But while I'm not going to block this person, it is what it is. They want to. But that reminds me that I figured something out the other day, because I had a bothersome potential buyer. Buyers I will deal with. Potential buyers, be gone, be gone. And I've noticed some of the worst potential buyers are resellers. And I had a lot of time to sit around and think these last couple weeks. So I was pondering that for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, the people that will reach out to help with your business, but really they just want to belittle you, or they'll have some snide comment about something they want to purchase, like this is a ridiculous price, the shipping, blah, 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 all those kinds of things. And then you go and you look and they have a store. And I'm not saying always, I'm just saying this, an observation I've made. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that to be a reseller, especially if it's your full-time, full income job, you do have a bit of a chip on your shoulder. Or to run any business, you have to have ultimate confidence. You have to know that your way is the right way. Now, if you're doing it wrong and your business fails, that's on you. But in order to have the confidence and the ability to run a business for yourself, you do have to have that ultimate confidence that the way I do it is the best way, or I'm going to figure out the best way because my success depends on that. So I think that's kind of where a lot of that comes in, where they're like, I know the best way. I'm going to help them to know the best way, which I would say 50-50 of the time is actual helpfulness, and the other 50 is leave me alone to do my own business, which I had a potential buyer reach out to me. They were just confirming to cancel it. That's fine. Part of business. Returns are part of business. Canceled orders are part of business. As soon as I was able to change my mindset on those types of things, reselling became so much easier, so much less stressful. Eliminating high-end electronics, a lot less stress, because that was my number one for returns or issues. Don't deal with them anymore. They don't gotta have to worry about it. Or like, to go off a little tangent, you know I like to, like clothing sellers. If you're a clothing seller, do free returns. Just do free returns. Then all of the headache is, you don't have to answer any of these stupid questions. You don't have to deal with people that are rude. Free returns if you're a clothing seller. Don't even question it. Free returns. Your peace of mind is worth so much more than the few dollars here or there that it might lose you. Free returns if you're a clothing seller. I'm not, but if I was, books, whatever. There would be certain categories. If I was like a niche seller, just do free returns and remove the headache. But back to the story. Let me see if I can, what was the product? I don't recall. I don't recall exactly what it was, but it was a cheap item. Not that that matters, but it was a cheap item. When I send out offers 10 times a day. If they're available, I'm sending out offers. And so I go to my phone, I go to send offers, and I go through them, and I go, okay, this one I'll do an extra 5% off, this one I'll do a couple bucks off, da-da-da-da-da-da. I have a system kind of in my head of how I do offers. If I'm running a sale, I'll still do offers, but I'm not going to give 10% offers if I'm running a 15% sale. That makes the overall discount too high. If I'm not doing a sale, the discounts can be very high. If it's been in the store a long time, all that varies. But I have a system of how I go about it, which is not a system. I pick up my phone, available offers, send out offers, not another thought in my head. So I send out an offer, buyer makes a counter offer. The offer I sent out was my base price. So I just send them the same offer again. And then they send me a nasty message and say, why would you send me an offer with counter offers turned on if you're not willing to take counter offers? Blah, 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 blah. That's not actually accepting counter offers, on and on and on. And I mean on and on and on. I wanted to explain to them that it's not like I'm sitting there clicking counter offers on and off. I send the offers, counter offers are automatically on the few times that I'm not willing to take an extra Like, if I had taken a counter offer for a penny less, would that made you feel better? Like, what? So I look, they've got a store, and a pretty big store, and that's the thing. They also went into how they have a store and they would never run their business like this. And they've been selling for this many, and just going on and on, belittling me. Get on with your life, be gone. So I express that to them. I say something along the lines of, it doesn't matter. I no longer desire to ever do business with you. Have a nice day. And then in the time before I was able to get to my computer and block them, because that was my next step, just block them and never have to deal with them again. I love it. In that time, they sent another message saying, like, how dare I be so rude and blah. I was like, what are you talking? At this point, I'm like, you're a crazy person. I need to block you. So I'm sitting on the couch and I went, you know what? I wish eBay, I don't know why they wouldn't have the ability to just block from your phone, which they never used to. And I don't know how long it has been available, but if you didn't know, you can block people right from your phone. It's awesome. So my block list, which is very small, 15 people, 20 people max, but I think it's more like 15. But it's about to grow over the next year because it becomes easy. Because usually what happens is I forget about it, never go up to the computer and never look them up again and never go through the process of adding them to my block list. But now I will use this last one that canceled as an example, but I'm not blocking this buyer. I don't have a problem with them. When you are in, and I wish I knew how to just screen share my phone so I could get you a better look here. I'll try to learn how to do that. Life is full of learning experiences and learning opportunities, so maybe I'll figure it out before I even put this video out. But you go up to, in your chat, in your phone, and you go to the little ellipses, I think that's called, the 3 dots. Boom, you hit that button. Block this member. It's that easy. 2 clicks, gone from my life, never to be seen again. Happy days, happy days. Because, like I said, I would write down their name, I'd go to the computer, I'd have to find where my block list was again. I made a video on that. I will actually also link that video at the end. If you are someone who does eBay strictly from your computer and you want to know how to block, I'll put that video at the end of this one, because I know some people don't use their phone at all. I know some people only use their phone, but I don't know how long that's been an option. But I was walking around the house telling my kids about it. I was so happy. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, look at how easy it is. Blocked, gone, love it. The simple things in life. Look how much joy I get out of that. Simple things, so much joy. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little feet. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.